Welcome to Hacker Hacks, your go-to podcast for the latest in cybersecurity news and hacker activities. In today's episode, we dive into a range of cybersecurity incidents, including massive cryptocurrency thefts, high-profile vulnerabilities, and troubling data breaches. From North Korean hackers exploiting crypto exchanges to Google's OAuth flaw, we'll break down what's happening in the world of hacking and what you need to know to stay safe. A security flaw in Google's Sign in with Google OAuth authentication was discovered, allowing attackers to log into accounts using defunct startup domains. The vulnerability exposes sensitive data, including HR systems tax documents and pay stubs from services like ChatGPT, Notion, Slack, and Zoom. This issue arises when attackers purchase a failed startup's domain, inheriting the same authentication claims. Google initially dismissed the flaw but later reopened the case, offering a small bounty. They now urge developers to use unique immutable user identifiers to mitigate the risk. The WazirX cyber attack in July 2024, resulting in a loss of over $230 million, has been attributed to North Korea, according to a joint statement from the US, Japan, and South Korea. These countries highlighted the ongoing threat from North Korean cyber criminals who exploit virtual assets and evade sanctions while funding weapons programs. Other platforms like DM, Bitcoin, Upbit, and Rain Management also suffered significant losses. WazirX users have yet to access their funds as the exchange seeks legal restructuring in Singapore. Recovering assets from North Korean hackers is rare. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella met with US President-elect Donald Trump and Elon Musk to discuss AI and cybersecurity. The conversation covered Microsoft's commitment to invest $80 billion in AI data centers globally, with over $50 billion earmarked for US investments to create jobs. Microsoft President Brad Smith also attended the meeting, along with Trump's running mate JD Vance. This marks another instance of tech leaders engaging with the new administration on key issues. A Boston Consulting Group report highlights cybersecurity and regulatory challenges as major obstacles to AI adoption. 76% of executives believe AI cybersecurity needs significant improvement. The top risks include data privacy, 66%, lack of control over AI decisions, 48%, and regulatory issues, 44%. Despite these concerns, 33% of companies are investing over $25 million in AI initiatives. India is more optimistic, with 80% of companies prioritizing AI and 69% planning to increase tech investments in 2025. The fear of AI-driven job loss is largely overstated, with only 7% of executives anticipating a decrease in headcount. A new ransomware campaign, Codefinger, targets Amazon Web Services users by exploiting the server-side encryption SSEC method with customer-provided keys. This attack encrypts data, making recovery impossible without the attacker's AES 256 key. The ransomware relies on compromised AWS customer credentials, highlighting the risks of weak passwords and lacking two-factor authentication. Experts argue that the proposed UK law to make ransomware payments illegal complicates recovery, especially when encryption makes decryption impossible without paying. AWS assures customers of support but urges better security practices to prevent breaches. Researchers from Google Cloud uncovered 6 critical vulnerabilities in the rsync file synchronization tool, which could be exploited to execute arbitrary code on clients. These flaws include heap buffer overflow information, disclosure file, leak path traversal, and symbolic link race conditions. The most severe vulnerability allows attackers with anonymous read access to an rsync server to execute arbitrary code. Patches for these vulnerabilities were released in rsync version 3, 4.0. Users unable to apply the update are advised to disable certain hash algorithms and compile with specific flags to mitigate risks. Jen Easterly, the outgoing head of the US Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, expressed hope that the agency's election-related work continues under the new administration, despite opposition from some Republican lawmakers. CISA, established in 2018, plays a key role in protecting critical infrastructure, including election systems, in the face of foreign threats. Easterly highlighted the agency's success in combating foreign disinformation during the 2024 election. However, some GOP members like Senator Rand Paul have called for reducing CISA's powers, particularly regarding election security. Easterly also warned about the growing cyber threats from China. In 2024, North Korean hackers stole around $660 million in cryptocurrency, according to a joint statement from the US, Japan, and South Korea. The funds were used to support Pyongyang's weapons programs. The hackers, including the Lazarus Group, were behind five major heists: $308 million from DMM Bitcoin, $50 million from Upbit, $16.13 million from Rain Management, $235 million from Wazirix, and $50 million from Radiant Capital. The group employs social engineering tactics and malware like Trader Traitor and Applejuice. Authorities warned private sector entities, especially in blockchain and freelance sectors, to be cautious of DPRK-IT workers. Ivanti released patches for critical and high-severity vulnerabilities in its Endpoint Manager Avalanche and Application Control Engine. The most severe flaws are four absolute path traversal vulnerabilities in EPM, CVE 2024 10811, CVE 2024 13161, CVE 2024 13160, CVE 2024 13159, with a CVSS score of 9.8, allowing unauthenticated remote attackers to leak sensitive information. Ivanti also fixed 12 high-severity defects that could lead to remote code execution, denial of service, or privilege escalation. Additionally, Avalanche and Application Control Engine received updates for path traversal and race condition issues. Users are urged to update to mitigate risks. The National Bureau of Statistics website in Nigeria was restored after being offline for 29 days due to a cyber attack. The website went down following the publication of a controversial crime report which revealed Nigerians paid N2 23 trillion in ransoms between May 2023 and April 2024. The report also highlighted significant crime incidents across regions. However, the report is now missing from the site. The hack delayed the Central Bank of Nigeria's Monetary Policy Committee meeting and raised concerns about the integrity and security of critical data used for economic policy and investment decisions. That's all for today's episode of Hacker Hacks. Be sure to follow us for more updates on the ever-evolving world of cybersecurity. Stay secure, stay informed, and we'll see you next time with more breaking stories in the hacking world. Don't forget to subscribe